Gloria Steinem, the CIA's operation to push black feminism and destroy the Israelite household. Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rechakwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And in this video, right now I am 4 minutes and 34 seconds in. And in this video, which was a video uploaded by the brother Amawan Ibad. And, in this video, as you can see, this was a video done by a brother from, GMS Las Vegas. And in this video, the brother exposes a woman who goes by the name of Gloria Steinem. And how Gloria Steinem was she's basically an asset who was used by the CIA to push black feminism. Now, one second. Now we know that the so-called elites, they know the Holy Scriptures, okay? They studied the Holy Scriptures. So they know about our heritage. And they know about how, a part of our heritage is having a family structure. The man rules the house. The woman obeys what her man say, because according to the Holy Scriptures, the man is the woman's Lord. Okay? Especially after he pops her and have children by her. That man becomes that woman's Lord. Okay? Even as Sarah, obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord. Okay? The man has to say so over the house. He has control over the house. Okay? The woman cleans the house. She takes care of the kids while the man is at work. The woman doesn't work. Okay? She stays at home. She takes care of the kids. She keeps the house clean. She washes the clothes. And basically, she keeps the house in order when her man is not at the house. Okay? The woman takes care of the kids. She makes sure that, they're not doing anything outside of the Holy Scriptures, meaning they're not doing anything wicked. They're not committing sin. Okay? When the man come home, that house is supposed to be like a place of comfort for him. He come home, he relaxes from work, woman might rub his shoulders, do whatever. And that is the standard for having a family household structure according to the Holy Scriptures. The woman keeps her head covered. She's not wearing pants. She's not wearing anything that pertains to a man. She's wearing a dress. She might wear like a long skirt. And she's obedient unto her man. The man raises the son. he has the say-so over the house. Now, the so-called elites, they know this according to the Holy Scriptures. And a matter of fact, let me see, hold on, let me see, okay, I want to bring this out real quick. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 64, verse 6. They search, now when it says they, the they is not talking about the average so-called white person that you see walking up and down the street. They don't know anything, especially especially when it comes to the Holy Scriptures. They don't know nothing, okay? They don't know anything. When it says they, the they is talking about the so-called elites, okay? Because they're the ones who have hired biblical scholars to search the Holy Scriptures in and out so they can, have some form of knowledge of the Holy Scriptures, okay? So the they is talking about the so-called elites. They're the ones that know about the Holy Scriptures. They're the ones who know the true name of the Heavenly Father and the Son. They're the ones who know our true nationality. They're the ones who know the true nationality of the so-called Black, Latino, and Native Indians, which their true nationality is the fact that they are Israelites. But the so-called elites know this. They know our true history, which is in the Holy Scriptures. So the they is talking about the so-called elites. Okay? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. A diligent search meaning what? They hire biblical scholars to search the Holy Scriptures in and out, to look up words, to decode the Holy Scriptures. Because remember, before the Holy Scriptures was written in English, it was written in the Paleo Hebrew, which we know as the Lashawan Kodash, the Holy Tongue. Lashawan, which is Hebrew for tongue, and Kodash, which is Hebrew for holy. In the Paleo Hebrew, we would read it from left to right. So it would be Kodash Lashawan, which is holy tongue. But we say Lashawan Kodash. But, okay. Then it goes on to say, both the inward thought of every one of them, okay? Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. The word heart goes back to the Hebrew word lab, which means your mind, meaning their mind is deep. They don't just, the so-called elites, they don't just search out iniquities on the left-hand side. They also search out other things too, such as the Holy Scriptures, who we are, our culture, our heritage, the laws, statutes, and commandments that we're supposed to keep. Why do you think they put pork in 95% of everything we eat? Why do you think they sell GMO foods? Because they know that we're not supposed to eat those things. Why do you think they sell lobster and crabs and shrimps and clams and catfish? Why do you think they sell those things? Because they know that we're not supposed to eat those kind of things. But they put it there so our people, out of ignorance, can go and buy and eat those things, and then they can go and then the so-called elites, they can go and persecute us to the Heavenly Father. Okay? In the Holy Scriptures, a part of the law, it says that we're not supposed to wear mixed fabrics, right? Why do you think they purposely have these clothing departments make clothes with what is it? It'll say like 20% cotton and 80% polyester. That's mixed fabrics. Or you might be wearing a leather jacket. The leather jacket might be like a mixture of cloth and leather. Well, that's mixed fabrics. We're not supposed to wear that, right? In the Holy Scriptures, it tells you that an Israelite man is not supposed to line up his head and he's not supposed to shave off his beard. Why do you think they put razors in there? So Jake can shave off his beard and have a smooth face. Well, that's going off. You know, they got these barbers so they can line up your head and shit, man. That's going off, man. But you see, that proves that the so-called elites, they know who we are as a nation of people, and they know what is sin and what is not sin. So the so-called elites, they know the holy scriptures. They know. Okay? They also know that they also know that the Israelite man is supposed to rule the household. They know this. They know that a woman is supposed to be under the man. But what they know that according to the holy scriptures, a woman is supposed to be under the man and the man is supposed to rule the household. Because when the Israelite man is ruling the household, especially according to the holy scriptures, there is order and peace among the house. Okay? So what do? They because they accomplish a diligent search, right? They find ways. They have came up with different ways to breaking up the Israelite family structure. And that's why a lot of us, when we were growing up, we grew up without a father figure in the house. And why is that? Well, that's because of this CIA operation, Gloria Steinem, and the agenda to push black feminism. And a part of black feminism is what? Giving the Israelite woman, which will be the so-called black, Latino, and Native Indian women, rights. Giving them rights. Giving them some kind of power in this society. And by giving the Israelite woman rights, she will have the right to kick the Israelite, she will have the right to kick the Israelite man out of the house. Despite the fact that he don't have children by her, despite the fact that, he was taking care of the house, by giving the Israelite woman rights, she will have the liberty to do whatever she wants with little to no consequence. That means that she could sleep around with other men, and which that's going off, by the way, because according to the Holy Scriptures, a woman is supposed to have only one man. So if she sleeps with another man after she don't got popped by a man and had children by him, or if she got popped by a man, period. If she got popped by a man, she belongs to that man for the rest of her life. So if that man is still alive and she goes around and have sex with another man, she committed adultery. And according to the Holy Scriptures, adultery is a sin unto death. She's supposed to be put to death for having sex with another man. Okay, a man can have more than one woman. There's a reason why there are more women on this planet than there is men. Because a man can have more than one woman, but a woman can only have one man. Because think about it. When a man injects his sperm, his seed inside of that woman, that man, she's basically been impregnated by that man's spirit. Okay? That because a man's semen contains spirits inside it. Well, a man's semen contains his spirit inside it. So when a man pops a woman, you know, she starts to become more like him. When a man pops a woman, that woman starts to become more like him. So if that man is calm, cool, collected, he's laid back, he's hella chilled, he's a cool person. Well, she's going to become more like him. She's going to become more. I mean, of course, she's still going to have her own personality in her own way, but at the same time, she's going to be more calm. She's going to be more cool. She's going to be more collected. She's going to be laid back. She's going to be chilled. You know, so she's going to become more like that man. You know, or if a man, he might be, a lively one. He might be rowdy, lively. He likes to joke and talk shit. And hang out, but he's still a cool person. Well, if he pops a woman, that woman is going to become more like him because that's his seed going inside her. So her spirit is going to be more like his, even though she's going to have her own personality, but her spirit is going to be more like his. Okay, she's going to become rowdy and lively. She's going to be talking shit and but she's going to be cool at the same time. She's going to be the type to joke around because that man put his seed, you know, a portion of his spirit inside her. Now imagine, because she has liberty, right? So now she has the right to break up with him because of this and that and yada yada, blase blase, right? And she decided to go have sex with another man, and then he impregnated her. Well, now she has multiple spirits roaming around inside her body. Because again, a man's sperm, a man's seed contains a portion of his spirit inside it. And then imagine she broke up with that guy, and then she had sex with another guy, and then she got impregnated by him. Well, now she's got three different spirits roaming inside her. And you know what's going to happen? She's going to end up bugging out. And that's why you look at a lot of these women today, you can see they got demons on them. Because they don't been popped by so many different men that there's so many spirits roaming around inside her. So she don't know if she wants to be happy or calm, cool, and collected. She don't know if she wants to be cool or mean, or she don't know if she wants to be lively. She don't know if she wants to be the type to be rowdy and talk shit. Like she don't know what she wants anymore. And let me tell you something. If a woman have sex with more than one man, when her original man is still alive, the Lord will send demons on you. The Lord will send demons on that woman and bug her out. And that's why, like, you see a lot of these women, right? They got tattoos on them, you know, they got attitude problems, you know. They're always quick to fight or get defensive when you speak the truth about them. You might call them a hoe, a slut, the B word, you know. They get all offensive and want to fight you. They get all loudmouth and they want to spit on you and throw punches at you, and they got tattoos all over their body. They smoking 4 packs of cigarettes a day. You know, they always yelling at their children. They don't, they buying TV dinners for their children and shit. They don't even cook for their children no more. They don't even care about their children. They just send their children to school, and it's you better do good in school. If you come back home with bad grades, I'm gonna whoop your ass and yada yada. And like The reason why these women are bugged out is because they don't been popped by multiple men, whether with a condom on or not. You got that man's DNA inside you. So not only do you have multiple personality from different men uh, uh, roaming around inside your body via the seed or sperm, but the Lord also put hella demons on you women because you committed adultery. Okay? And again, if a woman have sex with more than one woman, she's supposed to be put to death. And there's a reason why the Lord say that, man. Because the scriptures tell you that jealousy is the rage of a man. Okay? You know, the scriptures tell you that jealousy is the rage of a man. You know? I mean, and look at this woman right here. She even looked like she got demons on her. Just look at the picture of this woman in this picture. You know, she got black eyeshadows. She looked like a witch. She got on lipstick. Do you know what lipstick even go back to? Hey, lipstick goes back to when women used to go around blowing blowing multiple rods, man. Okay, she would get on her knees, she would suck a man's rod, and then she'll get paid for it. And then she'll go suck another man's rod, she'll get paid for it. And then she'll suck another man's rod. And then she'll go and she'll suck another man's rod. And then she'll go and she'll suck another man's rod. And then she'll go and she'll suck another man's rod. To the point to where she started getting herpes all over her lips. So in order to cover up the bumps on her lips, or in order to cover up the scabs on her lips, you know what she would do? She would put on lipstick. Okay? So black feminism has destroyed the Israelite women of our nation. And through that black feminism was the Israelite household destroyed. Because black feminism has given the Israelite women rights, the right to have sex with more than one man when that goes against the holy scriptures. Okay, black feminism has given the Israelite woman the right to apply for child support after kicking the man out of the house after breaking up with her man. Okay, black feminism has given the Israelite women the right to work, to be able to go to work and to provide for a family. Black feminism has given the Israelite woman the right to apply for Section 8, a welfare, alimony. Okay, black feminism has put the Israelite woman on a pedestal to a point to where she is above the man. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, that is in the Holy Scriptures because hold on. You know, it is prophesied in the Holy Scriptures. See if I can find it real quick. Okay, yeah, it's in the book of Jeremiah. Oh, look at that. Same verse, the same 31st chapter. Okay. So I'll just do this then. See, all right, bear with me for one moment. You know, Satan is messing with my web browser. It's normally more faster than this. Okay, so Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. Now, this is a prophecy that was written over 2,000 years ago. And we're seeing it play out now. Okay? Because a woman did not compass a man 2,000 years ago or over 2,000 years ago. Okay? The woman was still under the man. But in this society, we see this very prophecy playing out because of black feminism. So we're seeing how a woman can pass the man, you know. The Israelite woman, she makes more money than the Israelite man does. Okay, if she has 6 children in her house, and her stimulus check is $2,000, well, that's $12,000 she get from her stimulus check because she gets $2,000 per children. That's $12,000 alone. The Israelite man is only getting $2,000 because he don't have any children to claim. Because once the Israelite woman breaks up with her man, his children now belongs to her. Because remember, those children are made from the man's seed, from his sperm. So technically, those children that come out from in between her legs really belong to the Israelite man. It really belongs to the man. Because the children's nationality is based upon the man. It's based upon who their father is. So she's rolling off with his children, you know, claiming taxes on his children, you know, making making child support money off of his children. And she's literally getting away with it. You see, the Israelite woman, because of black feminism, the Israelite woman in this society has too much power, has too many rights. And this is how they have broken up the Israelite family structure. This is how they've done it, by giving the Israelite woman rights via black feminism. They have used the Israelite woman to break up the Israelite man family structure. Okay, this is the book of Psalm, chapter 10, verse 1. Okay, it says, "Why standest thou afar off, O Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai? Why hidest thyself in the times of trouble?" Okay, the wicked is talking about the so-called white man, starting with the so-called elites. They are the wicked that the Holy Scriptures speak of. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Now let's look up the definition for persecute. Okay, so this is a form of well, this is the definition for persecution, or one of the definitions for persecution. It says persecution is the act of harassing, oppressing, or killing people because of their difference from society. You see? So every single day we are being persecuted by the wicked. Why? Because we are the biblical Israelites that the Holy Scriptures speak of. Why? Because of how our forefather Jacob supplanted the forefather of the so-called white race, which is Esau. He's the progenitor of the so-called white race. How our forefather Jacob, who was a brown-skinned man with woolly hair, how he supplanted Esau. Esau, he was basically the first so-called white person to be born on this planet. But anyways, our forefather Jacob supplanted Esau of his birthright, and he also obtained the blessings of the kingdom of heaven. And ever since that moment, Esau have hated our forefather Jacob because of the blessings and the birthright. Which no matter how you look at it, no matter how you slice it, okay, The birthright and the blessings belonged to our nation from the very beginning. Okay, when I say our nation, I'm talking about the Israelites. Before heaven and earth was even created, the blessings and the birthright was ours. The birthright and the blessings belonged to the Israelites before heaven and earth was even created. The Lord just wanted it to play out like the way it did on earth, like the way it played out. So the blessings and the birthright ended up becoming ours anyway, because that's how the Lord wanted it to play out. That's how the Heavenly Father wanted it to play out. Okay? But the reason why we are being harassed by so-called white people, being called niggers and all kind of disrespectful things, which the word nigger is just another word for the word black. Literally, if you just look up the word nigger, it goes back to the Latin word niger, which means black. They just added an extra G in there and changed the pronunciation of it. Niger just mean black. Nigger, same thing, black. Okay, and we're not black. We are Hebrew Israelites. And that's according to the Holy Scriptures. We are Hebrew Israelites. But according to the prophecy of Deuteronomy, the 20th chapter, and somewhere amongst the 40th verse, it tells you that we would be called a proverb and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord will lead us. So the Israelites would not be called Israelites in the last days. They would be called black people, Africans, niggers, Puerto Ricans, spooks, Puerto Rican porch monkeys, Jamaicans, Haitians, Dominicans, Mexicans, Guatemalans, Panamanians, Uruguayans, Colombians, Seminole Indians. Okay? Those are all proverbs and bywords that were put upon the Israelites. But according to the Holy Scriptures, we are Hebrew Israelites. We are not Native Indians. We are not black. We are not African Americans. We are not Jamaicans. We are not Dominicans. We are not Puerto Ricans. We are not Haitians. We are not Mexicans. We are not Guatemalans. We are not Panamanians. We are not Uruguayans. We are not Panamanians. We are not Argentinians. We are not Chileans. We are not Seminole Indians. We are the Hebrew Israelites from our respective tribes among the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. But you see, again, let's go back here, okay? The wicked, which are the biblical Edomites, which are the so-called white people, starting with the so-called elites. The wicked, which is mainly talking about the so-called elites, in his pride, doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices which they have imagined. And now here's the other definition for persecute from google.com.
Persecute
Says to subject someone to hostility and ill treatment. That's why there's microcosmic ill treatment. You know, that's why there's microcosmic shrimp in our water. That's why there's lead in our water. That's why there's fluoride in our water. That's why there's chlorine in our water. That's why there's feces and nasty bacteria in our water. That's why they are spraying mercury and aluminum and barium and arsenic in our air through the chemtrails. That is why our air is constantly being polluted by vehicles and smog. And, you know, that's why they put pork in our food. That's why they put rat shit in our chocolate, cow snot in our milk. That's why they put rat hairs in our cereal. That's why they put metals in our cereal. That's why our macaroni and cheese and our rice and all of these other foods are made from plastic. That's why there's GMO fruits and vegetables. Why? Because we are being persecuted by the wicked. And when I say the wicked, yeah, the wicked is talking about so-called white people, but it's mainly talking about the so-called elites. And how do we know this? Because according to the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24, it tells you that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Who's ruling the entire earth today? Who has control over the entire earth via the banking system? The so-called elites. So they control all aspect of food and water and the air we breathe and the media and the clothes we wear, etc., etc. They control all of that. And every day we are being persecuted by them. Okay? It says, so persecute, to subject someone to hostility and ill treatment, especially because of their race, because of the fact that we are Hebrew Israelites, or political or religious beliefs. Okay? And here's another one. Persecute, to harass. Every day we are being harassed by the so-called elites. Okay? They're trying to label us as black Hebrew Israelites when there is no such thing as no black person. There is no such thing as no black Hebrew Israelite. There is no such thing as no white person. You so-called white people are not white, you're red. Okay? That's why when you stand out in the sun for a long period of time, you start to turn red because of the blood that show forth through your skin. Okay? Your forefather Esau, he turned red. Why was he red? Because of the blood that showed forth through his skin. Okay? Persecute. It says to harass or annoy someone persistently. Every day we are persistently being persecuted by the so-called elites. So the so-called elites, in his pride, doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth in his mind, desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth. Okay? Yeah, the Lord hates Edomites. Okay? The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. God is not in all his thoughts. So the so-called elites, they're not thinking about the Most High or his ways. They're thinking about wickedness. Okay? Okay, his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. And that's why the world is being ruled in wickedness. Because the Lord's judgments are far above out of the sights of these so-called elites. That's why the world is being ruled in wickedness. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He said in his mind, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. Okay? It says, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Right. That's why in the land of Israel, which is our land, you got them fake Jews over there calling themselves Jewish, and they're not Jewish. They are Amalekites, which will be descendants of Esau. But you see, they have stolen our nationality and started calling themselves Jewish when they're not Jewish. Okay? I'm talking about them fake Jews in the land of Israel today. And it tells you that in Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. Okay, I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. You see, them fake Jews in the land of Israel today, they are the synagogue of Satan, the chief house of Satan. Okay, they are them fake Jews in the land of Israel. They are Amalekites, descendants of Esau. Okay, under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Okay, he, the so-called elites, sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. Okay, in the secret places doth he murder the innocent. Okay, who's the innocent talking about? The Israelites, which are the so-called Black, Latino, and Native Indians. Okay, that's why you see all these police shootings, and you know, it says his eyes are privily set against the poor. Yeah, his eyes are privily set against the poor, and you see it. Because the so-called elites, they're the ones who have control of the CIA. The CIA, they carry out illicit operations for the so-called elites. And a part of their illicit operations is to destroy the Israelite family household structure by 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 pushing so-called black feminism out there to give the Israelite woman, which would be the so-called black Latino and Native Indian woman, rights. Okay. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom is on to the next one.